2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, the Wizards have struggled to resume their playoff chase of a few years ago. Their star Bradley Beal said a culture change was needed, but with the imminent return of John Wall, there's some reason for optimism. Wall said, "I love this team. We have some great young pieces." But he knows in order for them to win, they're going to need to improve their depth and have veterans who understand their roles. Guys, back to you.
David, thanks. Well, a lot of teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge to mesh.
No doubt. You know, getting everybody on the same page sometimes, it can take time. And then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will obviously help you do that.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem.
Here we go.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there at Bledsoe. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for the Wizards, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Brown in at the 3. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And he makes that one.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Here's Wall. Here's Bryant. Lopez with the block. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Beal gets a wide open look. And it's Milwaukee's ball to the middle. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Here's Wall. Not going to go that time. And Milwaukee the other way now.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Bledsoe against Wall. It's deflected. Down low. And Bryant the bucket on the assist from Wall.
There is a reason John Wall's name is always at the top of the leaderboard in assists in the NBA. Understanding how to dissect a defense.
Now here's Bledsoe. Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Pass to Middleton. Fires for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Just 1 made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Bryant, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
And what Brian has been showing more and more of is the ability to read the floor and make good decisions.
Right, Greg. This is a very smart guy who dominated in high school and college just because of his size. He overwhelmed opponents. Now we're seeing him pass out of double teams. Shot selection is better. Timing and pick and roll is now superb. This guy has really grown.
One shot.
Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy? Yo, I'm gonna shoot,
And that one falls for Bryant.
Boy, as you watch him now, it's amazing that Thomas Bryant ever fell to the second round in the draft. He's big, he's skilled, he knows the game.
Now here's Lopez. There's the triple. They get the rebound. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself. And a chance here to see the numbers for Brown. How he did last season. He averaged about 10 points a game last year, 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Now here's Bryant. He's coming off a 16-point game against Detroit.
And let's not forget about the assists. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
Now here's Bledsoe. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now here's Wall. He's coming off a 22-point game against Detroit. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Middleton, good, and it's Giannis picking up the assist. Middleton's got his second basket of the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Oh, you love it when Thomas Bryant tries to finish with power. Forget about try, he does it. What a pretty dunk.
And so it's Milwaukee now, following the bucket by the Wizards. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Down by 12. Beal, the pass to Wall.
What's the roll? Stay there.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, the speed just makes it so tough to contain John Wall without fouling.
For Washington, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, I've heard John Wall call himself the best two-way point guard in the NBA. He is a tremendous shot blocker from the position. There's a lot of competition, though, at that spot.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that three is going to be vital.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops. And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
One thing we never questioned was the talent of Eric Bledsoe. What you love about what he has done now, he's shooting the ball better. He's become a more efficient player.
Hachimura the pass to Bryant. Here's Wall. The Wizards with another miss.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Stolen by Bledsoe. Lopez outside.
Hey, yo, right here.
Middleton against Wall. Takes a 3. Here's Bledsoe, and the shot is good.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Wall with the bounce pass. Beal with it. He's picked up by Lopez. The shot by Beal, no good.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Middleton can't get it to go.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
That's tipped. And it's the Bucks on the break. Middleton leading the charge. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Now, here's Wall. Washington calls timeout. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
A rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Bertanis comes in for Rui Hachimura. Napier, he's checked in for Brown. And it's Ish Smith in for John Wall. The Bucks also with the sub. George Hill's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now, here is Smith. There's Beal with the 3. They get it back. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
Antetokounmpo finds Hill. And Giannis throws it down.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Corver comes in for Chris Middleton, and Wesley Matthews subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Mo Wagner's checked in for the Wizards.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw no good for Giannis. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Antetokounmpo against Bertans. 6 to shoot.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game. And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Hill looking around. Outside Matthews. Hill dishes to Matthews. Over Napier. Matthews no good. Washington's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Napier passes to Bertans. Poked away.
Excellent, excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The Bucks have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And the Bucks making a change here. Ilyasova's checked in. Free throw good. Giannis. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Lopez, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, Wes Matthews, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, an amazing perimeter scorer who loves playing on the defensive end.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Can they get it? And the basket by Napier.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
To the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And here's a look at the stats for Hill. Last season's performance for him. Put up about 9 points per, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
2.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Matthews. And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Smith outside. Hill with some nice D. Milwaukee in total control. Corver passes to Hill. Just 5 to shoot. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Napier feeling it out a bit. Mahimi trying to get open.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
The pass to Smith. To the paint, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ilyasova. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Wizards 5th.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Now here's Napier, guarded closely.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring. You know, the offense is sputtering a bit here, starting to fall behind.
Matthews, and he drops it in from the low post. 9 points for Wesley Matthews.
He is now 3 for 4 to start this game. Clearly, the confidence is already building.
Pass to Smith. They need this one. It's hauled in by Ilyasova.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And Matthews throws it down.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Six seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Napier. The rebound by the Bucks. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Wizards shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
I'll tell you, the big man from France, Jan Mahimi, had to fight through a number of injuries to get to this point, but he's the kind of battler every team is looking for.
Mahimi hits them both. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this to say. Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Setting the floor for the Bucks, we've got Matthews, also George Hill out there, Robin Lopez out there with Kyle Korver, and it's Ilyasova in at the 4.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Lopez. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
You know, one of the most impactful offensive rebounders in the game, Robin Lopez, doing work.
Now here's Ilyasova. He's defended by Wagner. Korver passes to Matthews. Clock at 6. And Lopez has it in the corner. No good with the triple. And it's Wall with the ball for the Washington Wizards. He gets it in there. Smith's got his first points of the night.
What you love about John Wall, to me, is he can create for the guys around him. He makes the game easy for his teammates.
Outside Hill.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Smith, how he performed last season. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And right now, he's just a role player, but he's working hard and contributing in spurts.
Well, we've certainly seen flashes of what this guy can do, but he has got to find a way to consistently do it if he wants to be a starter.
Free throw drops for Hill.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
For the Wizards, Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Hachimura comes in for Bertans, and Bradley Beal subbed in for Smith. The Bucks also changing it up. Chris Middleton's checked in for Korver. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Matthews. Both free throws good from Hill.
What a pickup George Hill is. This guy's such a capable player on both ends. Smart, intelligent, lightning-quick reflexes by the point guard.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Here's Hill. Following the bucket by the Wizards, the wide open look here for Lopez. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Lopez has got 7 points for the quarter. Wall passes to Bryant.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Hill up top, covered by Wall. Ilyasova against Hachimura. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He goes up again. Beal with the block.
How about the anticipation from Bradley Beal? Wow, what a block.
And it's wide right, hits off the rim. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
Hill with it, picked up by Bryant. Wall with the steal. Passes it to Bryant. Back to Wall. Outside, Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Boy, you try to avoid this if you're the defender because you give Bradley Beal an opportunity to create an easy shot. Look out.
Hill against Wall. Wall with a block. And here's the fast break. Bryant leading the way.
And one.
He can't get it to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's DiVincenzo. He's got 5. Wall with the steal. "18 feet out. Here's Bryant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bryant's got 9.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Outside Hill. They get a hand on it. The Wizards have gone 6 of 11 from the floor, over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Hachimura, no good. Milwaukee in total control. Middleton finds Hill. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Hill's got 4 points this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Beal. Last game, 26 points. Shoots over DiVincenzo. The shot by Beal, no good. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And so Brown will bring it up for Washington to the left wing. Ilyasova against Wall. And it's sent back by Lopez.
You know, it's blocks like that which make Lopez such a factor in the paint.
Washington shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Here's Hachimura. Following the basket by Giannis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Doris, don't forget a consensus All-American in his final year of college. Hachimura scoring almost 20 points a game.
Yes, Greg. He helped the Gonzaga Bulldogs to 37 wins in each of his last 2 years, and obviously played in some big-time games. Was asked to step up in key moments, and he delivered.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese, and that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Mahimi's checked in for Troy Brown, and Shabazz Napier subbed in for John Wall. And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strengths. Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now here's Beal. Eric Bledsoe grabs the miss. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Napier. 20 points for him last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Lets a floater go, and that one's good. Beal.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Nailed from three-point land. Middleton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now here's Beal. 6 points for him. Shoots over DiVincenzo.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Middleton, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look. Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Back to Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Napier dishes to Bryant. Will it go? And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Chris Middleton. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
So for the Wizards, Mo Wagner's checked in for Mahinmi, and Davis Bertans subbed in for Hachimura. Both free throws good for Bryant. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. Pass to Middleton, puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. And the 3 off target.
hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
And how about this, Doris? For all of his offensive accomplishments, Beal has said he wants to make the all-defensive first team at some point.
Well, he has the instincts, the athleticism, and the tenacity to do exactly that, Greg. The problem is he has had to expend so much energy at the offensive end. But what you love is he's willing to take on difficult challenges. That should help him qualify.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
You know, the amazing thing to me is as much as Bradley Beal has turned into a complete player for a guy who entered as simply a jump shooter, I think there's even another level he can get to.
Now here's Lopez. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo throws down the alley-oop slam.
How about the recognition of Kyle Korver? Puts the pass on time and on target, makes it an easy opportunity for his teammate.
Now here's Napier. And there's the pass to Wagner. He kicks to Smith. 5 to shoot. Here's Napier. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That, to me, is exactly the kind of play you want from Mo Wagner. Aggressively chasing the rebound and getting a second chance opportunity.
Giannis, that's a two-pointer. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. The Wizards shooting with 42% accuracy in the second quarter. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Bledsoe outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Bledsoe. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Bucks have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Shooting one.
Go, baby. Way to go. Let's get it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes to Bertans. Back to Smith. 5 on the clock. Pulls up. Rebounded by Korver. Takes the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
You simply cannot give Kyle Korver any daylight. Come on now. If he's dribbling it and ready to pull up, look out.
And so it's Milwaukee, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. He still hasn't been able to solve their defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points, 7 assists, and 2 blocks. Well, guys, a ton of attention on the Bucks and the future of one Giannis Antetokounmpo after he declined to sign an extension this summer? Shaq.
I think the decision to trade away Malcolm Brogdon still haunts the fans. They didn't want to pay him, but he became a star with the Pacers.
And he could have helped his team over the top in the playoffs for sure. You think so?
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, but in hindsight, it's all wonder. But I think he could have.
Kevin Harlan has got the call. We'll see you a bit later.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Wizards 5 right now. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. Outside for Beal. And no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Ball taking his time here. It's stolen by Korver. Shoots the 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Outside Bryant. Bryant is doubled. Back to Wall. There's the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Wall's got 5 now.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Kyle Korver. Wall passes to Bryant. Bryant is doubled. Now here is Hachimura. Brown sinks that one from the post. Brown's got his second basket of the game.
Well, there are times where the court vision gets questioned, but Rui Hachimura, the delivery, sets up his teammate. Really well done.
From deep, Giannis. But they get it back. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Buries it from 3-point range. Middleton's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for Milwaukee. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Washington Wizards. The dish to Beal. 14 feet away. Another one falls for Washington.
Well, Bradley Beal gets into the mid-range. Let's remember, this is a 3-level scorer. He will take what you give him.
Back to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Wall dishes to Beal. Wizards passing it around. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
Bledsoe taking his time here. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Beal with the steal. From deep. Hits the 3-point bomb. Beal's got 17 now.
That's his second make from distance this half, after hitting none before that.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Dishes it to Middleton. The tray. Lopez, no luck. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Beal finds Bryant. Over Bledsoe. Here's Hachimura. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Well, when you play with the level of focus and energy level that Rui brings nightly, Hachimura able to create that second chance opportunity.
The feed to Middleton. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
The Wizards have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's Beal. The offensive rebound. Here's Hachimura. And finally, that one's good. Hachimura's got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Kicks to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Mahimi's checked in for Thomas Bryant. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for Brook Lopez. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
The pass to Beal. Three-pointer. Milwaukee with the rebound. Middleton's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
2.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Davis Bertans checks in for the Wizards. The Bucks also with the sub. Ilyasova's checked in. So he gets them both. For Washington, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Bertans passes to Mahimi. Goes up to the stripe. Wall, no luck.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
And yes, it's good. Middleton's got 10 points here in the second half.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to Bertans. And another miss by Washington.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
And one of the premier floor spacers in this game now, Bertans. Greg presents a matchup nightmare.
I mean, no one can challenge his shot. He's 6'10", has that high quick release, and can hit it from 30 feet. 2 years in a row now, he's been over 42% from range. And the scary part is he's starting to round out the rest of his game.
The Wizards making a switch here. Smith has checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Matthews has checked in. Inside. And stolen by DiVincenzo.
Get down, Robin.
Matthews, no good.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Hill dishes to Lopez. Now here's Ilyasova. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Drills it from outside.
No, George Hill, such an accurate shooter in catch-and-shoot situations. He's always ready to let it fly.
And here's Wall outside. Wizards working now with the new shot clock. Trying to get something going. Bertans can't get it to go.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And here we go, the Wizards fast break. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. The league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA. And he knocks down the first one. The Wizards making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. And so John Wall nails both of them. The Bucks have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. And it's Hill penetrating. Can't hit that one. Excellent defense there from Smith. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. They grab their own miss. Here's Wagner. Misses from close range. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Got that one up quick.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And he jams it with authority.
Well, we know Mo Wagner is a sweet shooting big, but right there he says, you know, I can get off my feet too.
Hill drives in. Ilyasova inside the line. Rebound, Washington.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Wall with it. He's got 7. 6 on the shot clock. And Wall slams it home.
This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim, Wall finishing with style.
Hill kicks to Lopez. Matthews, no one around him. His three-pointer's off the mark. Washington's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And it's Wagner missing. Milwaukee's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Yep, that one goes. Matthews has got 13 points.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Wall against DiVincenzo. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Outside Hill. Pass to Matthews. Over Bertans. No good off the front iron. Washington shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Basket good. Wall's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, there's just such a grittiness, such a toughness to John Wall. Nice finish through contact.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Shabazz Napier's checked in for John Wall. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And both free throws good for Ilyasova. Washington shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Smith with it. Matthews covering. Smith no good. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for Milwaukee. To the inside, Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 11 rebounds. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Here's Napier on the mark with the 15-footer. Napier's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Hill passes to Ilyasova. Pass to Korver from the arc. Goes back up. Ilyasova can't hit. Washington's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Shoots a fader. Mahimi. It's good on the putback.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Hill. Now the pass to Korver. Bangs home the trifecta. Korver's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's what you call textbook form and release. Kyle Korver makes shooting look like an art form.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Mahimi passes to Bertens. Over Hill. Washington gets it back. Mahimi kicks to Smith. And it's sent back by Hill.
I think for a point guard, George Hill has incredible length, superb at timing, when to rise for these rejections.
And so it's Milwaukee, holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Do it again for this quarter, 0-0. Same effort, same mentality. Keep pushing it. Keep moving the ball. Keep cutting.
Well, Mike likes how they're working the ball right now.
And, you know, Coach highlighted it's a brand new quarter. They need to play with the same fire.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Bledsoe is out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Williams. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3 slot. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters. Because I think they're on to something if we could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. Pass to Lopez. Back to Bledsoe. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
This guy, one of the most explosive drivers in the game. Eric Bledsoe leaving nothing to chance.
Napier kicks to Bryant. Here's Robinson. And another shot. And that one is off. Good D by Lopez.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Napier. The three-pointer off the mark. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Lopez.
Robinson against Bledsoe. Back to Corver. That one off the back iron and out. Wizards have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Payton, and the layup is good.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Bledsoe outside. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. And it's sent back by Lopez. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Eric Bledsoe's court vision is probably underrated. What a pretty pass.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Napier. He's tightly guarded.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Bledsoe against Robinson. Baseline jumper. That one a little long. The Wizards shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. Payton can't get it to go. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Bledsoe, and the jam by Bledsoe.
Well, Eric Bledsoe, one of those guys that is so difficult to contain in the dribble drive situation.
Outside Robinson. From outside, off the mark. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Connaughton kicks to Lopez. Bounce pass from Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Knocks it loose. Just 4 to shoot. And it's sent back by Bryant.
Boy, blocking shots is usually about timing, but with Thomas Bryant, it's about that tremendous length.
Looking to end his cold spell. Off the left rim and out.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
And he gets the bucket. And that's 13 points for Eric Bledsoe.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Payton passes to Napier. Back to Payton. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah,
that
no
long
kidding.
ago, at least
No
it feels
kidding.
like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
Yeah, you were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Oh.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Passes it to Bonga. Off target from three-point range. The Bucks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Payton looking around. Bledsoe outside. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now Napier. Hachimura down low, covered by Giannis. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity.
Great positioning on the putback.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Williams against Payton. Giannis outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Bonga pulls it in.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Yeah, easy call.
Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now can exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals. And they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Mo Wagner's checked in for the Wizards. And he makes both free throws.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe. And the shot goes in. Bledsoe's got 10 points in the quarter.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Pass to Napier. Back to Robinson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Milwaukee. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
Shooting one.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping him.
You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
Mind the lane.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And, Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view. You've gotten a front court view. You've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
And here is Payton. Stolen by Bledsoe.
And 3 turnovers in the fourth. He's not making things any easier for his team.
Well, always playing on fast forward. Bledsoe kicks off the break with a beautiful steal.
Outside Robinson. There's the pass to Payton. Williams with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back. And the dunk by Giannis.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Now here's Payton. Tight defense on him. Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg, the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but
yes.
I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
And so Washington again turning it over. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Korver in for Eric Bledsoe. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Korver dishes to Lopez. Williams looking over the floor. Pass to Korver. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Robinson passes to Mahimi. Shoots over Korver. Mahimi's shot is good.
Obviously, the closer to the basket, the better for Mahimi. He's all about high percentage finishes.
The Bucks shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Korver finds Antetokounmpo. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Outside for Korver. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Rebound, Washington. Wagner's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Milwaukee.
In one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Korver passes to Lopez. Passes it to Connaughton. Outside Korver. Fires the 3. No good. Shot missing. Now Washington takes it the other way. Here's Bonga. Antetokounmpo defending. Payton outside. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Off the inbound pass, count it. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
Hey 2K community, it's the 2KMC, here to tell you what's going down in the neighborhood. Get started with Rush 1v1.
Coming up next, the Trailblazers taking on the Bulls. For Portland, the journey of a new season starts now. The challenges of the past have become fuel to create a path to success. Bulls, Blazers is next, right after this. This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldrich will join us momentarily from the sidelines. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. CJ McCollum has talked about the bond between the city of Portland and the Blazers team. He said the connection comes in part because we're isolated in the Pacific Northwest, far from the rest of the world. Basketball's the only major sport, so the city's poured its heart and soul into this team. Well, Blazer fandom has certainly been part of Rip City's DNA for a very long time. Kevin?
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Friday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Young and Carter are the big men inside. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's done in at the point. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Rodney Hood. And it's Whiteside in at the 5 down low. Well, Greg, obviously we're early on here. We already have seen some second-year players looking much more improved over their rookie year.
I mean, if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. And listen, the fact that you've now gone through the season, you've got a better sense of who you are and what you can do out on the floor. I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year, and you go into the offseason with specific goals and areas where you want to improve.
You think there's more growth between your first and second year than any other 2 years in your career?
You could make that case, no doubt about it, because that's you're still thinking you can be one of the all-time greats no matter who you are at that stage, and so you tend to put in a little more emphasis in terms of improvement.
And here's Young, following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Levine kicks to Young. Just 5 on the clock. Over Anthony. Young, no good. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. The shot by Lillard, wide open. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, I think the scouting report says you got to chase him off the three-point line. Not a good job defensively there, but a great job by Lillard to knock it down.
Now here's Levine. Here's Carter. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
That's good from Carter.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
Now, here's Whiteside. It's McCollum on the wing. Pulls it up. Porter pulls it in.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
It doesn't go for him. And it's Portland the other way.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
Now here is Carter. After the miss from Damian Lillard, shots good from Young.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with a solid find there that leads to a bucket.
McCollum passes to Lillard. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul. Passes it to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Anthony. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Porter finds Carter. 6 to shoot. Here's Levine. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Now here's Lillard. The pass to Whiteside. Back to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Lillard's got 6.
Well, he's effective in the catch and shoot dating back to his college days. Lillard has brought that skill to the pros.
Dunn passes to Levine. Again, Levine missing.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
McCollum outside. Lillard against Dunn. Lillard the pass to Whiteside. McCollum outside. No good on the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Levine. And again, no good by Chicago.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Lillard finds Whiteside. And here's McCollum for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got his second bucket.
Well, great pass by Whiteside hanging in that play.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. In the third spot, Hassan Whiteside.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Carter finds Young. Outside Porter. Here's Dunn. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And checking out some stats for Levine. Coming off a terrific season, 11th in scoring, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago. Now, here's Whiteside. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Get there, get there. Shoot that, boy.
Done against Lillard. Fires the three. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Dunn. And too long on the shot.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Levine, good.
And running the pick and roll to perfection there. Much easier to execute when you have a handle like Levine.
McCollum against Levine. Lillard outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game?
Dunn passes to Carter. Pass to Young. Another shot. He lays it in.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Pass to Whiteside. Outside Hood. This one for three. Drills the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Dunn. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Levine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Wow. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Markkanen, he's checked in for Young. Satoransky comes in for Otto Porter Jr., and it's Kobe White in for Chris Dunn. And so Levine nails both of them.
And in flashes, Levine has shown he can be a star. Now, he has to put it all together on a consistent basis.
Lillard finds Nurkic.
Right here.
Here's Trent. Lets it go with a three. And the Trailblazers, another three.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
Valentine's checked in for Zach Levine. Carter kicks to Valentine.
Get it go. Right here.
Passes it to Sadoronsky. Clock at 6.
Come to me.
The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And remember, at 7 feet tall, Marketing is tough to keep off the boards, solid at tracking down misses on that offensive glass.
Here's Trent. The feed to Lillard. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Lillard's got 14 points for the game.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
White dishes to Valentine. Over Ariza. The shot by Valentine, no good. And Whiteside's got the ball here for Portland. It's a 13-point game. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. That shot off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Carter with the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Stolen by Sadoronsky. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A tall, strong combo guard who can shoot it as well as pass it. Sadoronsky played around 30 minutes a game for the Bulls last season as he found a way to impress the team every chance they gave him.
Free throw good, Sadoronsky. Well, the scouting report for Sadoronsky is this: if he could increase his consistency, Greg, shooting the ball, his game could reach another level.
Yeah, I mean, throughout his career, the percentages have been all over the place. He's not really a volume three-point shooter. The key for Sadoronsky is good shot selection and just playing under control.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Lillard. 14 points for him. And another turnover here by Portland.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Bulls trail by 11. White the pass to Sadoronsky. Here's the teardrop. And he lays it up and in.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And the pass to Nurkic. Here's Trent. The 3. Valentine grabs the board.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Portland with the ball after Denzel Valentine hitting the 3. Here's Trent. Sadoronsky covering.
Grab the board.
And finished off by Nurkic.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the first. Lillard against White. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
One shot.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Portland shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
One shot.
Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby.
Hey, man, you want this guy?
Yo, I'm gonna shoot it, huh? Hey, way to get that.
There's 1:26 left in the first quarter.
Who's got ball? Come get it, come get it.
Pass to Carter.
Go over it.
White looking around. Pass to Satoransky. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Free throw good, Satoransky. And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. Lillard with it. He's got 14. Passes to Nurkic. Here's Trent. White against Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
And White kicks to Valentine. And the rejection by Collins.
Good job, Collins inside, quick off his feet.
Ariza passes to Lillard. 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Feeds to Markkanen. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Collins affecting that shot right there with his size.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 10. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the team's camaraderie. And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Trent. Back to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam. Portland leading by 8. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets Brain Trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. So it's Chicago now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. White. That one falls coming off Carter's feed. White's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Lillard against White. And it's Lillard missing. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Bulls. They trail by 7. They host the 76ers after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Back to Satoransky. Clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's White missing. Trailblazers leading by 7. Collins kicks to Lillard. There's the pass to Nurkic. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Chicago calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So both teams making some changes here.
And a moment now to see the numbers for McCollum. He had a strong showing last season. Last season, how about 22 points per? 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness, you know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And so Levine nails both of them. Trailblazers leading by 7. Outside Anthony. Outside Hood. That one falls coming off Anthony's feed. Hood's got his second basket of the night.
Well, how about the strength shown there by Rodney Hood? He has that great frame, and he shrugs off the defense that time.
Here's Porter. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
McCollum passes to Nurkic. To the paint. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
Well, Melo's getting inside, maybe even under the skin right now of the defense.
For Portland, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Just get a feeling like Melo has brought some extra energy to this one. This guy eats, drinks, and breathes basketball, but he's at it here tonight.
Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy? Yo, I'm gonna shoot, huh?
And both free throws good for Anthony. And here's Levine. He's got 6. And now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Here's Hood. Here's Nurkic. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Nurkic has got 6 here in this quarter. Bulls trail by 11. Done with it. Now Anthony defending.
Get there.
Back to Dunn.
Hey, move around.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Yeah, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
The free throw drops in for Dunn.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
He hits both from the stripe.
And Dunn does a little bit of everything out there. Scores the ball, distributes it well, and also pounds the glass aggressively.
Now here's Hood. He has 5. Down low. McCollum, no good. Bulls trail by 9. Markkanen dishes to Levine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Hood. Inside, deflects the pass. 6 to shoot. Collins, good.
Balance, such a key to consistent shooting, and Collins shows it there.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Collins against Levine. Unloads. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. Number 1, the Bulls.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Now Anthony. Back to McCollum.
Watch right.
Here's Nurkic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Nurkic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Levine, Markkanen, and Markkanen on the follow. Markkanen's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Now here's Hood. 5 points in the game. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Shot.
So Hood will go to the free throw line. It's on Zach LaVine.
And Rodney Hood, not a big name player, Bones, but he's earned a ton of minutes wherever he's played over the course of his career.
Well, a lot of people just really happy for Rodney Hood that he can continue his career coming back from a torn Achilles, and that's no easy task. So for him to just be back out on the floor and contributing in any way is a great sign.
That free throw good from Hood. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And Portland has possession. McCollum passes to Nurkic. McCollum kicks to Anthony. Down low. Here's Nurkic. That one falls coming off Anthony's feed. Anthony's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 14-point game. Outside, Markkanen. Dunn against McCollum. 4 on the clock. For 3, Levine. And the Bulls get it back. Young's shot is good. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
McCollum dishes to Anthony. Hood on the wing.
Hey, yo, right here.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Rodney Hood. You love to watch him work the defense over, get inside and draw fouls like that.
The Trailblazers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Hood.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Both free throws good from Hood.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Now, here's Dunn.
Screen.
He kicks it to Markkanen. That 3 off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 14. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 14. McCollum finds Hood. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. And they pick up 2. Whiteside's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
You got Rodney out there operating in the pick and roll, and you gave him too much room to find his man there.
Young looking around. McCollum against Levine. Over Anthony. No good that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. They host the Spurs after this one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Rebound collected by Levine. Levine's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Back to Markkanen. Over McCollum. And again, Chicago. No good. Trailblazers leading by 16. 3-pointer. They get it back. Anthony. Here's Whiteside. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Whiteside's got 6.
Yeah, some of the best centers in the league understand every aspect of the offense and where shots are coming from, and Whiteside positioned himself well for that one.
Now here's Markkanen. Pass to Porter. Bulls moving the ball around. For three, Levine. And it's Portland with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Now, here's Dunn to stop the run, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Have to admire how Dunn draws these fouls. Just a master at fooling whoever is on him.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And that one misses. Some changes for Chicago. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Valentine comes in for Porter. And it's White in for Levine. And he's good on the second. Here's Trent. There's the lob to Lillard. It's tipped and stolen by Dunn.
Out.
Carter, the pass to Valentine.
Get there.
Pass to White. Shot clock at 6.
Don't get picked.
Good on the bucket.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Here's Trent. Kicks it to Lillard. To the inside. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Dunn. Young with the ball. Lillard picks him up.
And the length of Dunn really annoys the opposition. So good at sticking his hands in passing lanes and coming away with steals.
Satoransky's checked in for the Bulls. That one misses for Young.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Lillard finds Ariza, jacks up a 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Ariza's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Who got him? Screen coming.
Trent passes to Carmelo. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Melo showing some muscle, impressive right there with that physical finish.
52 seconds left in the first half. Valentine wide open, he fires, and it's off from 3-point range. Here's Lillard, and it's sent back by Carter.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr.? Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from Wendell Carter. From deep, and again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, keep thinking that he can't shoot it from there, and he'll prove you wrong. Lillard lofts one of those high-arching bombs.
Here's Satoransky. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard with it. Out to the wing. Releases. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Trent's got 5 now. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Trailblazers out in front, opening up a huge gap. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Carmelo, what was the area?
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 4 points, and no doubt that C.J. McCollum's a great player all the time. But Shaq, he has that DNA where he turns it up for big games.
Yes, he does. He's proved to be a fantastic playoff performer. McCollum has a sense of when he needs to step it up.
Yeah, well, very few players can take over like McCollum. I mean, this guy's ISO ability is probably in the top 5 in the NBA, so there's no slowing him down when he gets up close.
And with that, just about time for the second half. We will see you later.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Trailblazers leading by 22. And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Young and Carter are the big men inside. And it's done in at the point guard. Looking for Young, he gets it there. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on C.J. McCollum, and this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Thaddeus Young. Both free throws good from Thaddeus Young. And here is Anthony. To the paint, here's Lillard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, you got quicks, you got instincts, and you got aggression. Damian Lillard capable of taking over just about any time he wants.
Now, here's Dunn, Levine, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And that's now 10 points for Zach LaVine.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Levine against McCollum. Levine can't hit. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 22 is their biggest lead.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Now here's Levine. 10 points for him. Yes, that goes in. Levine's got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Lillard outside. And a wide open look for McCollum. Here's Hood. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points. Hood's got 12 in the game.
Both of these things start with H, Hood and hustle.
Levine kicks to Porter. Passes it to Carter. Levine feeling it out a bit. Young left side. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 19 points. And it's Anthony with the jam.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Levine against McCollum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. 5th on the list, Damian Lillard.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And the first one at the line is good. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. That one misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the basket by McCollum.
Well, that's a go-to for CJ. He looks to spray it from three-point line as much as he possibly can.
Now, here's Dunn. Carter looking around. Levine against McCollum. High post try. And that one goes long. Trailblazers leading by 23. Nurkic dishes to Collins. And there's the pass to Nurkic. And here's McCollum for 3. And another 3 for Portland.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Dunn passes to Levine. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Chicago also making a switch. Markkanen, he's checked in for Thaddeus Young. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run right now. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. It's tipped.
And blocking shots mostly about will and desire. Markkanen showing he has it on that one.
The Bulls making a switch here. Satoransky's checked in.
Hey, pick up Dave. Watch Dave.
Chicago on defense. Ariza dishes to Collins. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. 5 on the clock. Pulls from the top of the key. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Outside, Levine. tipped away.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
And Markkanen throws it down.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
Lillard with the bucket.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now, here's Satoransky. He's got 9. Second shot opportunity, and they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. And here's McCollum for 3. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Markkanen can't get it to go. Collins looking around. Lillard from outside. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now the feed to Levine. On the wing, Porter. Covered by Lillard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And how about the confidence on display from Levine, just daring the D to get physical with him.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Levine. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in, and the Bulls making a change also. White's checked in. Good on both. Well, we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, your smartphone, or your computer. Lays it up and banks it in. Levine's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And that's exceptional body control from Levine, contorting himself nicely for the contact and finish.
Now here's McCollum, 17 points in the game.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Pass to Levine. Right side, Markkanen. In the corner, it's Levine. Offensive rebound. They shoot again, and good that time. Satoransky's got 11 points.
Such a big part of what he does for this team, just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now here's McCollum, 19 points in the game. Nurkic kicks to Collins. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Shoots over White. Knocked away. That one falls. Nurkic has got 19 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Valentine's checked in for Zach Levine. Bounce pass Markkanen. Here's Satoransky. He's got 11. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Trent from downtown. Valentine grabs the board. Valentine's got 4 rebounds in this game. The kick out to Porter. Outside White. Pass to Sadoronsky. And again, Chicago. No good.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
McCollum passes to Ariza. The three. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
And now Portland on the break. And here's McCollum for three. Drains the three-pointer. 22 points for him.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Markkanen inside the line. And it's good off the back rim and in. And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Sadoronsky. Markkanen passes to Valentine. Now the pass to White for the three, and McCollum with the block.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Sadoronsky finds Porter. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Now here's Sadoronsky. And for Portland, their shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. Porter pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. For the Trailblazers, Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Zach Collins. Rodney Hood subbed in for Trevor Ariza. The Bulls also changing it up. Young's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's done in for Sadoronsky.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Porter.
And every year, Porter seems to get better. His three-point shot continues to evolve, and he's embraced taking on more responsibility.
Now here's Anthony. He has 6. The high post shot. McCollum, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
That one goes in. McCollum's got 24.
Man, the ball handling right there of McCollum, he's able to get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
Dunn kicks to White. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Dunn passes to Young. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Pass to Trent. Back to Whiteside. The three from McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. Outside, Porter. Pass to Dunn. From outside the arc. Good on the triple. Dunn's got 6.
Gotta put some pressure on Dunn when he's squaring up from outside. Just an exceptional scorer.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Trailblazers delivering the blowout. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, good job defensively. Good job on dropping on the rolls. Just stay with, keep rebounding. Don't lose men in transition.
Well, Terry praising his guys, GA, bringing it on the defensive end.
And they've done just that so far. They just have to be able to continue with that mindset.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Hazonia out there with Little, and it's Trent in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Simons.
That's what the ring room for.
Now Valentine, knocked loose. Here's Hutchison, and it's blocked.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Simons. Hazonia on the wing. Money from the wing. Hazonia's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Trailblazers. And so White will bring it up for Chicago. Passes it to Felicio. The pass to Hutchison. Pass to White. Shot clock at 5. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Here's Simons. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And Portland turns it over again.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Now, here's Valentine. Here's Felicio. And it's been said that history is written by the victors. It certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA and basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. Here's Gabriel.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Pass to Cornette. Here's Hutchison. Kick. Hit his foot. And it's whistled a kick. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Portland. Valentine with it. Clock at 6. No good. And it's Portland the other way. Down low, here's Gabriel and the powerful one-handed slam.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Passes to Felicio. Dishes to White.
And the foul.
The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Lillard. Simons, the pass to Lillard. The shot's good.
Yeah, Lillard is fearless, able to take that hit and calmly knock one down and one.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team, the exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better? That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree, by all accounts, he has succeeded with flying colors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And White kicks to Valentine. Inside. Here's Gafford. Up and in from the low block. Here's Simons. The pass to Gabriel. Simons surveying the D. Here's the break. Here's White. Nice D from Lillard. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Pass to Simons. But they recover it.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Hutchison passes to Gafford. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gafford's got 4 this quarter.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Pass to Gabriel. Here's Simons. Back to Lillard. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball. And we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you could make a strong case for that. You go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot.
Yes.
I think, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
First free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Zach Collins checked in for Little. Zach LaVine's checked in for the Bulls. Satoransky comes in for Kobe White. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Bulls shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Satoransky against Collins. Satoransky gets the bucket.
And LaVine knows how to use the spacing on the floor to his advantage, whether it's attacking the basket himself or setting up a teammate.
Now, here's Lillard. Stolen away. In transition, here come the Bulls. LaVine wide open. Another 3 for Chicago.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Azania. Kicks it out to Lillard. The floater, and it's good on the layup. Lillard's got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, all night long he's just been on it. He's feeling it, and Lillard will start to call his own number in some of these sets.
And stolen by Lillard. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Sedoronsky grabs the miss. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Levine can't hit. Portland's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Outside Collins. Poked loose. Here's Cornette. He kicks it to Levine. Teardrop shot, and it's good on the lay-in. Levine's got 24.
And check out the touch from Levine. He has all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. The Trailblazers making a switch here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Simons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Here's Cornette. Kicks to Levine. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. Levine's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
A nice shot by Simons.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Here's Cornette for 3, Levine, and it's Portland with the rebound. Collins has got 7 rebounds in the game. Passes it to Little. And here is Hezonja, out on his own on the break. Jumps up, throws down the breakaway jam.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
And here are the Trailblazers now. 1:53 left to play here in the fourth. To the wing right side. Trent, good on the three-point shot.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Now, here's Satoransky. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That's his third foul of the game. And Portland making a change here. Gabriel's checked in. .137 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Levine. Just 5 on the clock. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Levine's got 28.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
Here's Little after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Here's Cornette. He gets that one.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
So it's Portland now after the Bulls pick up 2. Here's Simons. He can't get that one to fall. There's the pass to Hutchison. He's looking for Levine and finds him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And blessed with high-level explosiveness, Levine is no stranger to finishing in the air.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.